Welcome to the end of the month where we have some new monthly candles. Super excited to get into them. For those who don't know, we zoom out at the end of every month. We really see the forest for the trees on this one, and we get a nice look at what's the monthly candles do. As a active trader, whether you're a day trader, a swing trader, even an active investor, sometimes it's really hard to get yourself out of that day-to-day grind and oh, the market was up today, oh, that's overextended, this, that, and the other thing. So at the end of every week on this channel, we zoom out, we look at the weekly charts. At the end of every month on this channel, we zoom way out and we look at the monthly charts. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. I absolutely love. Go to statsedgetrading.com, sign up for the email list there. I'm getting very close of releasing two things that I think will be interesting to you guys, and that will go to email subscribers first. So without further ado, let's get into it, and let's actually start, as always, with Bitcoin, because that's just what we do here. Well, all of my theories about us stopping anywhere near all-time highs were completely wrong. So we are at all-time highs. I think the question is just now, how long will it take us to resolve these all-time highs? I really don't see, Bitcoin crashing from here and going to zero just because, hey, we hit all-time highs and we suckered in a bunch of people and down we go. I suspect that we are going to end up breaking through and holding through this position at some point, but anything could happen, right? I was wrong on the way up. Thankfully, I'm holding Mara and Coinbase and a bunch of crypto-related names, so I'm happy that I was wrong in this. But we are, again, at all-time highs. We have to see what happens when we get here. If it was a stock, I would say, hey, we're probably not just going to blow right through all-time highs right away. Maybe we're going to rest for a couple weeks or a month. With Bitcoin, I don't know. Who knows? We could definitely just hammer right through that. I'm just looking, grabbing my notes here because I always note what I want to talk to you guys about. Next is gold. So we do XAU. We zoom out on the gold chart. We see, oh, look, what an epic bottoming tail that we had right here on gold. So it looked like we were going to fall apart here on gold earlier in the month, came back up and closed. So again, this is what I'm talking about. If you go into the daily chart, you see all kinds of craziness this month. If you zoom out on a monthly chart, you get a nice clean picture. This, for me, makes gold a little bit bullish going into next month now that we've held above now 3 of these bottoming tails in a row. So that looks very interesting to me. Last over here, before we go over to trade ideas and stocks, is the Dixie, the dollar index. This support seems to be key right now. Last month we had a big push off it, and then we just had a little bit of a consolidation this month. Are we just stuck in this range for a while? This range right here, are we just stuck in this range where we have this high and this low? Is that maybe? That seems perfectly logical if we're just going to digest here for a period of time. Or is this just going to be a failed bounce before we break down through? But so far on the monthly chart, we are still stuck in a range. So let's grab here and go to trade ideas. And some people still don't know that we have a web version. So you just go click on my trade ideas and that will load up this right here. But for us, we're going to look at individual stocks. So I'm just going to hide this and I'm going to make this full screen because we're just going through some monthly charts right now. Let's go all the way out to a month like that. And we're just going to go through some names. So we're going to talk about SPY. What do we say for the monthly chart on the S&P 500, right? We are doing very well. We are, breaking and hitting new highs, which is fantastic. And it's a nice solid candle. Now we are up 4 months in a row. Again, I'm not going to look at that and say, oh, well, you can't be up 4 months in a row. It's time to short. But we just need to know we're up 4 months in a row. At some point, the market's going to have to consolidate. At some point, the market's going to have to pause. Maybe we pull back, and even if we test this prior high right here, maybe that'd be fine. But right, we are up a fair amount. I wouldn't be shocked if we do see some sort of pause or pullback. But there's nothing that I look at in this chart and say this is a very bearish chart in any way, shape, or form. If we go down the cap scale, so SPY being the big guys, MDY being the middle guys, so not the small caps and not the large caps, a new all-time monthly closing high. Generally not bearish to see all-time new monthly closing highs in the mid caps. And then if we go down to IWM, which is our small caps, Not all-time monthly closing high, but we're still closing above this base right here. So closing above that base in a monthly chart, to me, looks very interesting. Could be a breakout. For me, as kind of a Dow purist, when it comes to the closing price is the most important. The fact that we are closing above this price, again, is very interesting to me. That's what I want to see. I want to see us close above that price right there. Just a couple of ETFs to watch. TAN, so TAN, holding nicely. Let me just get rid of this for now. You can see this line that I put in here. These are the prior highs. It's still fighting right there. Little doji star, interesting. If we can break this candle next month, I think that's very interesting. But yeah, it is in a downtrend. I am tempted to pick. I've tried a couple times and I've made a little bit and lost a little bit trying to pick a bottom on this one. But something that I'm doing very well on and want to find ways to add to is this XBI. If we go here, we'll grab this one and then just draw that resistance right there. You can see a really nice close on outside of that range. That looks really, really nice. So again, some sideways back in filling or pullbacks or something like that. And we could see another move as a breakout out of XBI, which for those who don't know is biotechs. I always like to bring up UNG just because everyone's always trying to pick a bottom on UNG. And we have a new monthly closing low here. So like why are you trying to pick a bottom on this thing that's down from 400 down to 16, right? Just wait, buy things in uptrends. So many things in uptrends. Thinking about things in uptrends, URA. So you guys know how I love the uranium ETF. And although this is one of those that I was held trapped in, I've kind of been ignoring uranium for the last little bit because it had a pretty nasty month. But then I look out and I say, okay, well, these are the closing prices of these prior months. We're kind of probably just digesting that. And then if we look and say that's the prior high, well, it makes sense that if we push up here and we make a high that we're going to consolidate for some time. So now I'm going to start looking at uranium again, because now that we've pulled back, if I can zoom into my time frame, which is the daily chart, and I can see some areas that I could pick up some longs, knowing that I expect some sort of sideways chop and then an eventual breakout here, then to me that's the move, right? You take the big picture and then you zoom into the smaller pictures to try to get your entries. So thank you all for coming by. Thank you for watching this. Please like, comment, retweet, Instagram, whatever you do there, TikTok, whatever you do there. Share this out as much as you can. I greatly appreciate it. And go to statsedgetrading.com and sign up for the email list there. I will talk to you soon.